Okay, well, I've just changed over, just as I was saying that, I was going to say something like, do these companies, you buy a 45-minute thing, and some of the companies have found that if some of their things were had an error on them, they only ran for 40 minutes, but they got no complaints coming back to the company that, hang on, I bought this 45-minute SD card and it only ran for 40 minutes. They thought, well, hang on, let's try 35 minutes. Put that out, no complaints coming back, and thinking, how far can we push it before people actually start complaining that their 45-minute card is actually only running for 30 minutes or so? And maybe I've got a few cards like that, whereas there's other companies who are honourable, and maybe they put a bit extra on time, so you buy a 45-minute card, actually it runs for 50 minutes. Is that what's going on? So occasionally I get one of these dud cards from a cheap company, and it's only running for 35 minutes. And other times I'm using a car from a reputable company that actually runs for 50 minutes. They put an extra bonus 5 minutes in there because they're generous and they're not greedy. They're thinking, well, we've got customers, why don't we give something back to the customers? Maybe that's the sort of Australia I want to be living in. A generous Australia, rather than in Abbott land. It's just occupied by a bunch of greedy fuckers, basically. Get rich quick, hope you die sort of people. Anyway, somewhere around here, I think this tree was actually growing over the top of them, there were some, before they burnt, there were some plants, and I can't see absolutely anything, so I think it's just going to be a case of walking again through here, fellas. Oh, you got a she oak in flower. Now that's a bonus. That's a sight you don't, well, most people don't get to see that. It usually happens very quickly, and it's out and gone before people realise, and mainly because quite a lot of the she oaks are dioecious, so they have male and female. Some of them have male and female on the one plant, others have male and female trees. It's quite complicated when it comes to she oaks, and that's probably why we have casuarina and we have aloe casuarina. Hello casuarina, how you going? And maybe I need to come up here. I think we've learnt, fellas, from the past. First of all, go to the site where we know they are, go up to the Great Divide and work back from the Great Divide. There's one of your witchetty grub thingamajiggies, the outer casing of but well, there you go. I'm going to have to walk all the way back down there to the car, but I think we've got time. I don't know if we can got time to nip up to that other possible Mount Bold Red, but we've got all that to do later on in the season. Give it another 6 weeks, I'll be in there. Because if there are any hanging on or any going to germinate from seed, we should, after 6 weeks of having nice steady rain, be able to see them. Whew, I think I need another swig from the bottle, fellas. Okay, and I haven't planned anything for tea tonight, so it's probably going to be a rush home job of cooking up something. I don't know. I might just do a general fry up. We had Fargo last night. No, not the meal. That was the sit. We watched an episode of Fargo. It sounds like not spoiling, but what's the thing that they have? Haggis. Fargo almost sounds like, yeah. Oh, we had some Fargo last night. Oh, here we go. We got some. Oh, here we go. Oh, yes. Well, there you go, fellas. They must have grown back, because they are pretty obvious, aren't they? Look at that, and wow, maybe it's not the purple red, maybe it's the green that makes them look dark. Look at that, look at the green on there. It does really make them stand out. But whatever it is, they are definitely different, and they are definitely interesting to some extent. I suppose we'll learn more. It's the sunnage again. Oh, there's some more coming through here. Oh, and there's, a pig caught between two wits. Caught between its wits. Yes, another one down there I don't think we noticed before. And more of these witty guys up there. Now, where was the patch we were here before? Some more dark wits here. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, starting on there, Jimmy. Yeah, starting. Oh, no, there are some Jimmy, I think. Okay, I'm going to call it, fellas. We'll forget about the other side today. I'm going to go back to the car. I'm going to drive back up here and I'm going to suck those. I'm going to suck those fellas off. Okay. Oh, well, there you go, Gideon and Rossi and Sean. Maybe I should send them out to Sean and Gideon, and then you can try and get them to Rossi yourselves. Either in paraffin or not in paraffin. Leave it up to you, because I think most of my sending out days for this year or this season are over until we get Abbott Land sorted out, because I just won't be able to do it if Abbott Land stays the way it is. You know, I like to be generous, but I can only just push it so far. And the way things are going to pan out, you know, post budget, there's going to be fights in the street, fellas. I can see it coming, especially as we go into winter and the people are freezing on the streets. You know, the homeless. Once you start seeing people like that, you know, and once we have reports of people dying on the streets, you know, freezing to death overnight, especially if we have a flip year and it gets extremely cold, if we have like a John Lennon winter, or the winter before John Lennon gets shot, where it goes down to 0 degrees on the Adelaide Plain and people actually freeze to death out there, once that gets into the news, there will be an absolute riot. I mean, all those Christian groups out there, they'll have to defend themselves, won't they? You know, they're supposed to be honourable and have all the morals and things, but once people start dying on the streets, they're going to have to back up their words with their rhetoric with action. So they'll probably be marching with everyone else as well, and eventually I reckon it'll be about 80% of the populace are going to be marching. And the way I figure it, we're going to probably get a week sometime later on in the year where all 5 cities in Australia, well, in Abbott Land, we're not living in Australia anymore, we're in Abbott Land, we'll just grind to a halt and we'll just sit there and say, nah, here's a plane ticket, a one-way ticket, anywhere, just get on the plane, mate, you're out of here. We don't care where you go, mate, we just don't want you here. A rabbit just across the road. Yeah, an open-ended ticket, anywhere in the world that you can go to, you can get on board this plane. We don't care whether it's Virgin, Qantas, whatever. You know, it can be a bloody catapult for all we care. Just get on this plane, and we don't ever want to see your soy face or arse again, especially not in those Speedos. Okay, now piss off. Oh yeah, even the kookaburra agrees. Right on, yes, got the right one. That's the right thing to do. Get shot of the bugger. Yeah. What was going on with all that winking? I mean, that's made the news over in New Zealand, apparently, according to Rossi. He's a bit of a winker. Oh, he's more than a bloody winker. Yeah, a minko, a winker. Yeah. Oh. He's got me walking down the bloody middle of the road, the bastard. See what you've done there, Mr. Tony Abbott? You got the discoverer of the fastest sundew in the world walking down the bloody middle of the street. Or road. You're supposed to be a Rhodes Scholar from Canberra University. Yeah. It's a suppository of all wisdom. God. Yeah, exactly. Well, I think Mother Nature's made her point. Exclamated by Mother Nature. Maybe that should be the title of this clip. It's probably going to run the card out. But what the heck? We can look back on this in... probably won't be... I don't know if I'll be here in 20 years' time, fellas, but, you know, someone out there can look back on this thing and have a bit of a chuckle. Post King John Howard in Abbott... Oh, he's no John Howard. I mean, John Howard was bad enough, but he's not even as... Well, how do you phrase it, you know? Yeah. Anyway, I think you can work that one out for yourself. Yes. Well, you got a nice bit of bit of sun is there anyway. I was just hoping we would have got another bird call or something. Well, we got a bit of one. Do you just want me to pop in there and see what's there? Oh no, oh, we can wait. 6 weeks. We won't be long. We'll be back there. Yeah. Maybe I do need to strap the camera back to the car, because I don't know how little of the footage we got there. But I travelled all the way around that ring and pulled over, did all sorts of things, and you probably got to see none of it, or very little of it. I mean, I pulled in and tried to get you the damn wall. I tried to get the signage and all sorts of other stuff. And yeah, maybe we'll do it again when I come back to look at the other, hopefully Mount Bold pig site. I mean, if these are in Jemmy now, well, wherever else they're growing, well, I mean, we could even scatter some down here, couldn't we, on the way out? Do you want to do that, fellas? If I get a separate load, did I leave a tube in the car? I may have left a tube in the car from the other day. We can actually load some up and scatter some here and see once the rains come in whether the actual, and around here, whether the Jemmy actually take. But how about that for an idea? Okay, over and out, we'll drive up there now.